Are you looking for the best headlamp? In this video, we will break down the top headlamps on the market. Before we get started with our video detailing the best headlamps, we have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which is in your budget range. Starting off at number 1, we have the Black Diamond Spot 325. The latest Black Diamond Spot hits a great balance of power, durability, and price. The headlamp projects a strong 325 lumen beam and has a touch-sensitive housing for quick brightness adjustments. You also get a full suite of lighting choices, from the long-range dual LED to a softer proximity LED and red LED for use around camp. And it's worth noting that Black Diamond has greatly increased ease of use. Our main complaint with the prior model, by adding a second button that switches rapidly between various modes. The headlamp market is competitive overall, but nothing can match the Spot's well-rounded design. It's priced right at $40, and the lamp's updated, low-profile shape makes it easier to wear while running or store in a pack. Further, the BD can handle being under 1.1 meters of water for 30 minutes, which gives you that extra level of security when you have to hike out in a downpour. All told, for most outdoor adventuring, the versatile Spot 325 is the headlamp to get. At number 2, we have the Petzl ActaCore. Headlamps with rechargeable batteries are becoming more and more ubiquitous, and Petzl is the class leader in this department. Their core series of headlamps is fully rechargeable, but the hybrid design allows the option to swap the battery pack out for 3 AAA batteries. This is particularly helpful if you plan on being in the field for days on end without recharging capabilities. From their current lineup, the ActaCore model is a standout, featuring 450 lumens between 2 white LEDs in a reasonably priced package. You get consistent performance across its burn time and easy charging via micro USB. At $70, the ActaCore is more expensive than the non-rechargeable competition, and it doesn't keep up in other functions. You get a red light mode and similar maximum brightness as the Black Diamond Spot and Storm, but without a dimmer. Moreover, the Petzl has an IPX4 water resistance rating, which doesn't protect it from submersion like the Spot, but the rechargeable convenience, sub 3 ounce weight, and strong output give the ActaCore a high spot in our video. At number 3, we have the Petzl Tokina headlamp. For camping trips or use around the house, a simple headlamp like the Petzl Tokina is a fine choice. This very popular design recently was updated with a stronger 250 lumen maximum output from a single white LED. We found that the center button is easy to find and operate, and the beam is great for nighttime cooking and setting up tents in the dark. As with the ActaCore, the Tikkina is compatible with Petzl's core rechargeable battery, although in this case, it's an accessory that is purchased separately. If you anticipate using the core technology, we recommend purchasing the ActaCore for a similar cost, and a lot more lumens. But if you stick with AAA batteries, the Tikkina has a nice balance of performance, weight, and price. So what's not to like about the Petzl Tokina? By today's standards, the light is decent but not overly impressive, and you don't get the dimming capabilities or red light function like the Black Diamond models. In most cases, we'd recommend spending the extra $20 for the Black Diamond Spot, which offers a significant step up in both output and versatility. But for the truly budget-conscious, the Tikkina gets the basics right in a $20 package, and the bump in lumens makes it a nice option. At number 4, we have the Nitecore NU25. For minimalists and true ounce counters, our favorite ultralight headlamp of 2020 is the Nitecore NU25. At just a hair under 1 ounce for the lamp itself, the Nitecore is surprisingly bright with a 360 lumen max output, easy to use, and rechargeable via micro USB. For thru hikers and those who want to carry the least possible weight in their pack, the NU25 is brighter and cheaper than the Petzl Bindi. Keep in mind that the Nitecore NU25 has 4 brightness settings: 360, 190, 38, and 1 lumen. However, we'd like to see something a little more practical in the 60 to 70 lumen range, which is one shortcoming. In addition, the NU25 tilts slightly downward, but not as much as many other models we've tested. In terms of the strap, the included Nitecore option adds nearly an ounce to the equation at 1.9 ounces total. But if you're really trying to go ultralight, Lightstring makes a shoestring-style headband for the NU25 that weighs just 0.18 ounces, bringing the whole set up to 1.17 ounces in total. And at number 5, we have the Black Diamond Sprinter. Most of the headlamps in this article are intended for general use, hiking, camping, climbing, or as an emergency lamp to store in your house or vehicle. And while many of these lamps can be used for running, dedicated nighttime runners are better off getting a model built specifically for the sport. Our top running headlamp is the Black Diamond Sprinter. It puts off a strong, consistent beam for seeing the trail ahead, is nicely balanced with the battery on the back of the strap, and has a red taillight on the rear housing to increase visibility. The Sprinter's intended use also happens to be its biggest downside. The single beam along the front is ideal for running or hiking on a trail, but the lack of proximity beam makes it much less useful around the camp, and the additional strap over the top of the head and separated battery pack add a little weight and bulk relative to the lamp's output and price. If we were to choose a single headlamp, it would be one of the options. But for serious runners, or those that will value the strong oval beam, the Sprinter is an excellent option. And if you're looking for a super lightweight running option, check out Black Diamond's new 2-ounce Sprint 225. So that sums up our top headlamps. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.